Hey guys, Peyton here. So today I'll be doing a debt review, another debt review. I believe it was the last video I did, where I did a debt review where I had two Cyber Dragons in it. This is basically a continuation of that deck. Adding in card, taking out a couple, uh, working with it, figuring out what I prefer to play, how I'd prefer to play it, uh, and going from there. I'm probably going to title this video, which you'll know if you see it, Troll Deck. Because, in my opinion, this deck is trolly. Extremely trolly. You take it, I don't even think it's actually a legal deck because of certain cards in it. I think I said in the last video they were. But, as of, I'm still confused on this month's ban list. I'm not sure if it's out yet. It's August 3rd. The video might not come out then, but when I'm recording it. August 3rd or 4th. 4th. Give me a sec, I'll check. Yeah, it's August 4th. So, yeah, I'll be doing a deck review. Y'all saw the last one, you know the basic concept for the deck, with a few more cards. So, getting into it, I also have a side deck for this, which is kind of more competitive, toward the end of it, but whatever. Since I rewatched the last video and re-looked over the deck, I noticed that really didn't have a boss monster in the main deck, which disappointed me. I had originally planned to add this card to it, but didn't get around to it. It was in another deck, figured I wouldn't dig it out. Actually, I originally planned that too. I decided to go with one and make it the boss monster for the main deck, is Beast King Boboros. After that, originally I had two Super Dragons. I decided to add a third one to this deck to add more consistency. More consistency in drawing it. Of course, the two, I butcher his name every time. Y'all know the card. There's the name. I can't say his name. I'm sorry. Then there's one Photon Thrasher, two Marshmallow, one Sangan, two Roku the Light Swarm Hunter, one Card D, one Willbolt Hedgehog, two Swift Scarecrow, two Battle Fader, one Effect Veiler, one Yoki Koki Tuner, one Flame Veil Guard. For the spell, two Dark Hose. To add Search Power to the deck, because after looking over it, I realized it really didn't have that at all, I think. I added one Ghost Sarcophagus, and to add Draw Power, I added one Pot of Desires. After that, I have Monster Reincarnation. This is really in here as a substitute for Monster Reborn since it's unbanned. I just currently don't know where my my copies of it is. They're in other decks I have laying around. After that, I have one Swords of Revealing Light. As before, two Bird and the Mighties. One Future Fusion. As you saw when I opened the video, I have some of the Cyber. I have a Cyber Dragon Fusion in this deck. Two United We Stand. I actually thought I took one of these out, but two Book of Moon. One Scapegoat. One Mystical Space Typhoon. Two Bottomless Trap Holes for the traps. I took out the normal Mirror Force and added Draining Mirror Force and Quaking Mirror Force. If you're only allowed to have one, side deck one. And I'll show you the side deck and show you which one I'd add in. Torrential Tribute. I took out one of those from the previous deck. Then I have one Jar of Avarice. One Ring of Destruction. Before I added a Cyber Shadow Gardener. This should have been Cyber Dark. I don't care what it says. It should have been a Cyber Dark Gardener. And then one Call the Haunted and one Dark Bribe. Sorry if you were wondering why I just threw that random comment in, why this should be a Cyber Dark card. I'm saying that because I'm running, I play the game, online mobile game, Duel Links. And our last event was a Cyber Dark event, basically, and I'm building a deck for it. And I've thought about building a deck in real life and buying all the cards, and was looking over Cyber Dark cards. And this card pulled up where someone uh, pulled up saying it should have, how it was basically a Cyber Dark, but they didn't name it one. And I agree entirely. It should be. Uh, it's a cyber card. It's basically run in roleplay decks I've seen on YouTube. It's a normally used in the villains deck or a trap deck. Period. Trap monster deck. Uh, it would add to the deck. Athlete, it would have been the fifth cyber dark card if I'm not mistaken. It comes in the Cyber Dragon deck that comes in the Legendary Collection. I don't know why it's not one, and you're just hearing me ramble now, basically. I'm sorry. But I just figured I'd throw that in there. The main reason is because I'm playing the mobile game Duel Links. As I said, getting into the extra deck, as I said before, I do have some of the Cyber Dragon fusions in this. The first one is Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. After that, I have Cyber Dragon End Dragon. Something I noticed prior, I didn't really have my rank 5 monsters in this deck. I actually Googled this. Only rank 5s I really could find Googling that I know for a fact are real is Volcasaurus, number 61, the next card, Cyber Dragon Nova, and another rank 5 I have that's an Angel. Because I was looking for ones that I would recommend to put in this deck. It's replacements for certain cards or side deck. Couldn't find one, weirdly enough, that weren't a Utopia card, basically. Those were the only other ones I knew for a fact were real, and a bunch of the cards I looked up looked fake that they were, so I was uncertain. Or they were part of a specific deck and could only basically be ran in that deck, so it's whatever. Up next is one Cyber Dragon Infinity. I also did a Cyber Dragon deck review again recently. It's one of the later my newer videos. I'd also done a deck review over basically the same deck a while back. I just figured I'd throw them in here for fun. There's no real reason not to. They also added great support to the deck. The deck needed. It gives you more open roleplay, not roleplay, options to go into in your extra deck. But getting past that, going into the extra, continuing with the extra deck, going into the Link monsters, it's basically the same. You have one Link Kuriboh, one Proxy Dragon, one Decode Talker. I thought about throwing a second one of these in, so count that as one of the side deck cards. Then one Transcode Talker. Since I do have a couple of tuner monsters, and looking through all my cards, I could only find one. Synchro level 6. Sorry, that took me a second. And I noticed the Cyber Dragon for level 5. I had, like I said before, all those tuners and really didn't run a level 6 tuner monster, Synchro monster. So here's HTS Psychic Moo. I think it's what it's called. I can't pronounce the name. There it is if you know how to say it. Up next is Ed Saber. Can't say his name. I'm sorry. I'll butcher it, and I know how I'd feel hearing someone missay a name. It'd get on my nerves. So I'm just going to put it up there for you to read. Let it be however you like. Call it whatever you like. Up next is Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. A newer card to the deck I add in is Formula Synchron, because there are a bunch of level 1s in it, and all the tuners are level 1s if I'm not mistaken. So it works. It's to help summon the next card after this one, which I'd suggest if you're side decking a extra deck card, side deck the next card. I'll get into the reason why in a second. Up next is Red Dragon Archfiend. And as I was saying, the next card, you cannot see the name on mine. It's faded out. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane, I believe it's called. It's the card if you're gonna side deck out one of the main extra deck. I'd side deck this one out, and if you do it, side deck formula out unless you're planning to use it for something specific. Uh, because it really can only be summoned once you get out Cyber Dart, Ray Dragon Archfang. Sorry, I'm getting back to the Cyber Darts and Formula Synchron. Basically, the only way you can summon it, unless you, as going over the deck, add in a card specifically and more suited for it than I have. That's just what I had. Now getting into the side deck, I'm gonna do something I normally don't do. When I get to it, you'll know what I'm talking about. First is number 39 Utopia. Up next is number 50 Black Ship of Corn, and then the third Mirror Force is Storming Mirror Force. This is the part I'm talking about. I normally actually only use cards I have, but this I just figured I'd do. The first card is Borlo Dragon, because you can bring him out if you draw Scapegoat and go into so many others pretty easily. He'd be the card I'd probably keep main deck over the Synchro Bane, Archfiend Bane card more. Up next is Utopia the Lightning, because why not? It's basically ran in any deck I can think of that has a bunch of level 4s that I've seen. That probably changed over the last couple since Lynx came out. It's probably not as big, but it's iffy in my opinion. And then the last one is a hand trap that any of the hand kaiju's lava golem. That's basically what this card's taking up for me. As you can see it with the other synchro level 7 synchro monster I had in the deck originally. I decided to take out because it really had no point being in the deck except for the help. Sorry, I just dropped the phone. Except for the help, the bring out Archfiend. That was the only reason it was really in the deck, and to give you a level 7 to use. I'd personally choose Lava Golem because, as I said before, I played the mobile game Yu-Gi-Oh! Lynx, and it's basically a pain in the... do I want to cuss on the channel? Nah. Pain in the behind. For now, I won't cuss. Maybe in the future. But for now, I'll keep it PG. It's one of the biggest problems in Duel Links. If it's ever in an opponent's deck, they basically build decks around it to troll people, get on people's nerves because they know they hate it. It's a reason I keep it in this deck, basically for nostalgia reasons. Only reason it's in this deck. I would run in this deck. I'd actually use one of the kaiju monsters over it if I had a playing more competitive, but I don't play competitive, as I've stated before. But with that, I'm going to end it here. This is already going on 3 minutes over what I wanted it to do. 4 minutes over what I wanted it to go anyway. It's late, as I do most of these. It's always late. So I'm going to end it here. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you haven't already, subscribe. And even if you don't leave a like or are subscribed, leave a comment. Comment your favorite part of the video. Again, sorry I dropped my phone. Comment your favorite part of the deck. Card of the deck. In the deck. Comment what you would change if you want. Comment what you would personally change in the deck. Recommend cards to replace others. Like with this, I know there are better tuners than Flame Veil Guard. It's in here for defense. The Yoko tuner, it's in here basically just to revive my tuners. A Fat Veiler, blah blah blah. Battle Fighters just for fun. And Swift Scarecrow. There's a second one somewhere. I'd trade them out myself if I just had the card to replace them. But yeah, like I said, share your opinion in the comments below. Have I started doing that again? Yeah, I'll do a card of the deck, I suppose. Since I've added more cards, I did one of the step prior, so I'm gonna try to decide one that I didn't do last time. I think I did number 51 Volcasaurus. I think might have done the cyber cards. Yeah, I think the cyber cards were in this deck prior. I'll recheck if it. Nah, I won't add a comment on the video because I don't edit these. So I'll just go with one of the cards I know for a fact we're in and go over. It's Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon, which is one of the cyber fusions. Uh, Basically, it's a fusion monster. You can only fusion summon this card with the above. Only be done with the above fusion materials when this card of fusion summon. You can target spell or trap cards on the field up to the number of fusion materials you for the fusion summon. Destroy them once per turn. You can send 2 lot machine monsters from your deck to the graveyard. If you do, for each monster sent to your graveyard, this card gains 1 additional attack during the battle phase. I almost said your opponent battle phase. That'd be weird. But with that, I'm gonna end it here. Like I said before, if you did, blah blah blah, leave a like, comment below. If you haven't already, subscribe. But I'll see y'all next time. Don't know when the next video will be out. Don't know when. And I keep breaking a promise I made like 4 videos back. How I'm going to the next video is gonna be the next legendary collection. Blah blah blah. It might not even come out now that I'm thinking about it because knowing me, the time of year it comes out, I normally don't go to the only place around me that sells it because it's for me it's a holidays basically here where I live. It's also testing time for school, so when we do our big midway test and whatnot, so it's iffy if I do it. I got lucky last year and got it. But with that, I'll end it here. I'll see y'all next time. Blah blah blah. I've done this twice now. Just so see ya. Have a nice day, and yeah, that's all. Bye.